What if you stopped explaining yourself, starting now? No justifying, no backstory, no defensive paragraphs. You state your choice once and let the silence carry the rest. That single shift flips social gravity. You'll feel it before the day ends. 7 things change when you stop trading clarity for approval. You know the dance. Someone asks for more than you can give. Your throat tightens. Your fingers type a long message to soften the no. Excuses, context, little apologies stapled between lines. You hit send and feel smaller. Explanations feel polite. Often they're a discount. A discount on your time, on your boundary, on your peace. Ground rule before we move. No explanation doesn't mean cold or cruel. It means simple, clean statements of choice. Try lines like, "I'm not available. That doesn't work for me. I'm going to pass. I don't discuss that." You say it once. You hold eye contact or keep your tone neutral. Then you stop. First shift arrives the next time a request lands in your inbox. Change 1. Your status rises because your frame stops wobbling. People read confidence in the absence of over-talking. A manager tosses a last-minute task at you. You respond, "I can't take that this week." Then you hold. No ramble, no apology tour. 9 times out of 10, the room recalibrates. Your silence acts like punctuation. A full stop that signals, "I meant what I said." Watch who tests you after that. The pushback reveals who enjoyed your old habit of over-explaining. That map is priceless. It shows where your energy used to leak. Change 2. You reclaim time in chunks you can measure. Explanations are expensive. You pay in paragraphs, in meetings that stretch, in DMs that never end. State your boundary once, and the loop closes quicker. A 2-minute no beats a 20-minute justification every time. That difference compounds. By Friday, you've bought back hours. Hours you can invest in work that matters, or in nothing at all, which sometimes matters most. Change 3. Your boundaries become visible, even to people who pretend not to see. When you explain, you invite negotiation. When you state a line cleanly, you end the debate before it begins. A relative asks about something you keep private. Old, you would explain why it's sensitive. New, you says, "I'm not discussing that," and changes the subject. No spike in tone, no flinch. Respect grows in the quiet that follows. Here comes the uncomfortable part, and it's worth it. Manipulation loses oxygen when you refuse to fuel it with explanations. Change. 4. Guilt trips, urgency pressure, and baiting fail more often. A teammate says, "We really need you to stay late, or the whole team suffers." The hook is guilt. You breathe for 2 seconds, then, "I'm leaving at 6. If they escalate, you hold the line. "Understood. I'm still leaving at 6. No justification offers them purchase. Without purchase, the tactic slides off. That's Stoicism in practice. Control the response, not the person. Change 5. Self-respect steadies your mood. Over-explaining isn't just social, it's internal. You barter with yourself. Maybe if I just explain better, they'll like me, they'll stop, they'll understand. When you stop doing that, your mind lowers the noise. Less rumination, less replaying the conversation at midnight. You feel heavier in the best way. Dense, grounded. Calm becomes your resting state, not a rare event. One more shift lands in the meeting room, at the dinner table, on call. Your words carry more weight, not because they're fancy, but because they're scarce. Change 6. Fewer words, stronger impact. Long explanations blur. Simple statements slice. You say, "We're done with that approach," and you move to the next slide. People hear direction, not debate. This isn't domination. It's clarity. The restraint reads as authority. Use it with care. If every sentence is a hammer, the room stops listening. When most are precise, the one hammer lands with force. The last change is quiet and expensive. It shuffles who stays close to you. Change 7. Your social circle filters itself. Some drift because your boundary turns off the benefits they used to get. Endless access, free counseling, guaranteed yes. Others step closer because they recognize the signal. You choose deliberately. You become easier to respect, harder to use. That shift can sting. It also makes room for the right fit. Quality over noise, a smaller table, better conversations. The test that cements this: someone you value asks why. Not once, but 3 times. They're not attacking you. They're used to your old pattern. You'll feel the old reflex rise. Justify, soften, make it easy. This is where you grow. Try the broken record technique without attitude. I can't make Thursday. I hear you. I can't make Thursday. I get it's inconvenient. I can't make Thursday. Same tone, same words, no extra story. The storm passes faster than you expect. A few practical tools so you don't confuse brevity with rudeness. Pair a firm line with a soft edge. That won't work for me. Thank you for thinking of me. I'm not available. Appreciate the invite. I don't share that. Hope you understand. Courtesy without compromise. And when pressed, deploy minimal replies that close the loop. Not today. No. Another time. Let's revisit next week. Neutral face. Calm breath. Shoulders relaxed. Your body communicates as loudly as your words. If you're tempted to fix everything at once, don't. Pick one arena for the next 24 hours. Work requests, family questions, or messaging. Use the 2-second pause before every response. Count in your head. 1, 2, then answer once. End the message. Put the phone down. If you slip and start explaining, stop mid-sentence. You're allowed to correct course in real time. Let me keep it simple. I'm not available. 2 guardrails to keep this powerful, not petty. First, don't weaponize silence. If a decision needs context for safety, legality, or teamwork, offer facts, not self-justification. "We can't ship because the server is down" is clarity, not excuse. Second, don't punish honest curiosity. You can educate without defending yourself. I prefer not to share reasons. Here's the plan going forward. The difference is intent. You're informing, not pleading. What you're training is posture, not the stiff kind, the quiet kind you feel in your spine. When you stop explaining, you stop asking for permission to be clear. Your time gets expensive. Your yes becomes a promise, not a reflex. People notice. They rethink how they approach you. Respect gathers like a tide, slow at first, then obvious. Keep it simple. For the next 7 days, speak in clean lines and leave space after them. If this sharpened your calm, subscribe to What If Stoicism and turn on the next test. What if you used the 2-second pause? Tap like so this message travels, and write "no explanation needed" in the comments to mark your start. Then close the app, hold your line,